folks, and welcome back to Prison Architect. Last time we left off, we added another one of these. We got a whole bunch of money coming in. We're doing good. I'm pretty happy with where we're at, but we can do more. So let's go ahead and take a look here. I do want to unlock this legal thing. I don't care about the micromanagement. The taser rollout, I don't particularly care about, and same with guard towers. I don't particularly care about any of that stuff. But legal, I do want to do, because I know I shouldn't, but I do want to try the death row thing. And then I don't know if I want the permanent punishments. I also want to try a different version of this setup. I've been thinking a little bit, and watching when they search through tunnels and stuff, or for tunnels, they have to check each one of these drains. My question is, can I simplify this so it's just one drain? And you absolutely can. All you need to do is, instead of having a drain here and there, just build a wall right here and there, and it's done. So that's what I'm going to try to do here today, and we'll see how good or bad of a job that is. But let's see here. I want to also take a look here, because is the planning, where's the clone tool? I always forget where it's at, and I also don't know how to use it, but that's a different thing. So we do custom clone. Clone tool lets you select an area of the prison to copy and then place that area again. With the clone tool selected, hold the right mouse click and drag. Oh, is that why I screwed everything up? Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Okay. Or ignore everything I've said in the past about not getting a clone tool to work. Reading apparently is what was not working for me, not the clone tool. All right, so I'm going to go to an improved cell here. I'm going to do that. But I am going to change that up. I just want to make sure we have kind of the basic stuff in place. So we're going to put our large jail cell door going up here. And then the other one will go over there for the other cell. But I want to correct the cell before we do all of that. Utility-wise, do I have all I don't have all the things laid, so we need to work on that as well. Not a big deal, but just want to make sure we get all of the basics set up there. We're going to keep everything, I think, in the same spots. We just need to make sure they go through and, you know, do that stuff. Okay. So we'll get all of that going. Look at all of our little workers. Whee! I know we could make lots of money if we did death row, but I don't particularly want to do death row. This is a reform prison, baby. This is not a punishment prison, but we can do what the needs of the people are. We also are on the thing here, tool supply cleanup, but I don't know how to win that one. It just kind of happens, I guess. I don't really know, but whatever. We'll figure it out here in time. Let's go ahead and add on some more objects and trees. And we'll add on this little row there. And then I think we're going to dismantle this whole area here. So those trees are going to come with us. I think these guys still need a little bit more to grow, so we're going to leave them be. And I suppose here, let's see. We're going to dismantle this. And I'm on the drain there, and I'm going to dismantle that. Once we have those done, I should be able to build a wall right here. Like so. And I also want to throw a light in there. And if I can do that, I think we're going to have that... it's a little simpler. I don't know if it's any better, but I think it'll work all right. And then once we do that, we can just build all of that, and we're good to go, and that will be our 100. And then maybe, just maybe, we'll get to see what those 3 other ones are, because for the life of me, I don't remember any of that at all of what it is. So our workshop continues to get supplied with stuff. Fantastic. We're doing all the things. These guys are working out there, playing games, doing their thing. Awesome. We have security guards out there. I'm shockingly happy with where we're at with all this. What is that? Trees. Right. Oh, they're getting delivered. Chopped goods and sheet metal. Okay. I don't know why it takes so long to get all of these things out there, but whatever. Okay. I still need to figure out what to do with that spot, because I really honestly don't know what to do with it, but whatever. All right. So we have this cell here. Well, we will shortly, hopefully, maybe. Kind of, sort of. Yep. We're still waiting on those walls. Here they come. 1. And... come on, 2. There it is. All right. And then we just need to wait to get that light installed, which we have one in storage, so I don't know why it's not installed. This power station is starting to be not a concern, but it's starting to get a little more full than what it was before. It's at 495 out of 650. This one is actually below that. It's at 484. That's okay. We're at 81% of our fill capacity thing, so we're just about there for that. Still waiting on this light bulb. You can always tell it's not there because it's one dark in there, but also if you go over to utilities, you can see that it's not like connected in the same way that the other ones are. Maybe it is. I don't know. Okay, let's go clone things. We're not going to wait on anything. So clones will... Nope, not that. We're going to clone this. And it's just going to be random feet 2. Oh, friggin' lights. All right, so let me dismantle all of the lights because they're apparently going to be an issue for us. And then hopefully we'll be able to put them all where they need to go and we'll be in good shape. Did we have a massive escape or did we just have a ton of prisoners that, you know, like... Because we're at 74. We were at 80 just a little bit ago. We're going to do another tunnel search because why not? Especially when they're in shower or lockup. They're kind of contained. We can do things a little easier, I guess. All right, now we got all that. Then I can go back into quick build, clone. Hey, look at that. Oh, God, we had to have escapes. Did I miss that? Okay, so first thing first, we got to get rid of... Oh, boy. They didn't escape, but they were working on it. Look at that. That's a... I mean, honestly, I'm not even mad. That's impressive. Well, they're all going to be in solitary for a nice long time now. I really should just, like, up the penalty for that. Like, so it's just like, we're not going to dig out because it's terrible. You can go around. Like, what are you doing? That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous that they didn't go through there. What is that going to do? A wooden pickaxe against concrete? Okay, a drill makes sense. Like, I get that one. A spoon? Maybe. Okay. Oh, we're finding all kinds of fun stuff here. Is our solitary area full? Oh, it almost is. We have all but one. Oh, no, our solitary area is completely full. That's amazing. All right, so let's go back into quick builds. Custom, clone. Rotate that one around. And we're just going to try to slowly build up here. Slowly but surely, this prison is coming along. It's getting to be busier. But see, we're still finding tools. I like that they set off the metal detector at when they have these things go past, so that's fun. Oh, I have 3 plant. Crap. Forgot about that. So we're going to tree and then just drag up. Tree there. Drag up. Tree there. And drag up. Tree there. And do not drag up. All right. We're going to dismantle these trees. And I think we're doing okay cafeteria-wise. It seems like everybody's eating. In the allotted time, we still have a few people going through doing their thing, but it looks like we got all of that going. Now we're in shower and lockup mode, and if we take a look at our needs, it should be full of the food thing. Yeah, it's not there. Okay. I should really consider hiring more construction workers, I think, because this is taking forever for them to do pretty much anything. Like, it's a little annoying. So we're up to 20 of them. Let's see if we can get more. $32 is a good number. I like 36 better, but I don't think I need quite that many. I like that the metal sheet set off the metal detector. Just, I don't know. It's stupid, but it makes me happy. All right. So hopefully we're starting to get better off here. Yeah, see, we got the wood piled up there. Do we have anything in the export area? Hopefully not. Nope. Got all the things flying in here. Heck yes. But we might need to get... we might... I don't know. This might either be another visitation area, because I theoretically can move all of this stuff a little down and move exports out here and then put another visitation area in. I don't know. I don't know. This is a little bit of wasted space, this hallway here as well. This hallway is way too wide for what it does. It doesn't really go anywhere or do anything. So that's interesting. I could theoretically just wall this off here, move this door down, and then this would be a much bigger office or something could go there, but I don't know. And stop saying our prisoners are filthy. It's not that they're filthy, it's that it's nighttime. And they just get gross at night. Oh, and I probably should put in utilities for this round of stuff too. Alright, let's go over into quick build, custom, clone, bam. Like, this probably is a terrible idea if this was an actual prison, like having that little walled off area with an individual shower. That sounds like a bad idea. But maybe it'll be alright. I could also just go in and make this into a normal shower again, just to have something like that in there. I don't know. I don't know what makes the most sense here. But we're at 92 there. We still have a supply of stolen tools that we need to deal with in some way, shape, or form that I don't know how to deal with. And we're slowly but surely getting all of the things hopefully solved. I would like to put a lot more on remote doors here as well. We just have the one remote door, but like these things don't need to always be open. They could be put as remote doors pretty easily and not have it be too big of a deal. I think we'll probably get some more janitors too. Maybe we'll get the prison a little better up to speed here. All right, quick builds, custom, clonage. This one is going to go right there. And then whenever they built that one, it's going to go right there. And that will be our 100th spot for prisoners to be. So let's see what we got here. Some of this game is just, you just got to wait. Just be patient and wait for things to happen. Like I am, okay. Yeah, we're going to put this as a remote. I think I'm going to remove this as a remote door. Or move it. Can I do that? Can I move this? Double click, move object. No, I don't want that to move. I don't really care about that, but that's fine. Move. We're going to dismantle that one. This is going to get moved. Go there. And now that we move that, do I have to reconnect it? Utilities, wiring. Quick connect. That to that. Did I do that right? There we go. Okay, it's working. And let's just put a concrete wall there. There's no reason to have that all opened up to the outside there. Just trying to eliminate things that we don't need to do, and that opening and closing that door 7,000 times is just not necessary. So we got this going. We're doing our thing. I got to plant more trees. So what I've been playing with the trees is that you need to make sure that if you just let them sit there long enough, once they are cut down, the stumps will disappear. And that's what I'm trying to shoot for here, is to make sure that all the stumps are gone. And then this round will be next, and we'll just kind of rinse and repeat. All right, but we should be... Oh, I still have to build one more. It's like we have it, don't we? But no, alas, we do not. So clone that. That there. Bam. And hopefully that will open that up and be good to go. And we're at $58,000. Like, we're making money at this point. We are cash flow positive. Everything is doing what we need it to do. Do we want to do death row? And the lawyer hired from the staff toolbar unlocks a number of research options, giving greater control over. Requires an office to work. Okay, that's easy enough because guess what? We have space down here to do that with. So I can build the office really quickly here. Offices, if I remember, are 5x5 or are they 4x4? I think they're 5x5. Oh, they're 4x4. See, if I would have said I think there's something else, I would have got that something else. But we're going to do that there. All right. Then we can build in our walls and all that fun stuff. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. And then we'll throw a staff door in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that one's not it. That's it. There we go. Get the flooring because I have to have. At least staff areas are going to look the same no matter what. Then this one. Get your desk. Get you a sofa. Because you're our lawyer. Like, we need to take care of this guy or this girl. Whoever it is, we need to make sure they're well cared for and loved. And lawyers should have book stands, right? We got office chair. Heck yeah. And then I can go into staff and lawyer. There you are. Do you already have an office, my dude? Oh, we already had an office. Okay. Well, we can always get more. So let's do a quick tunnel search. Well, let's process all our new prisoners because we're up to the 100. We got our... Oh, we did get our thing, right? The grant? Heck yeah. We have 2 more that are hidden still. Cell block D is going to ask us to get 200 people. My goodness, that's a lot. All right, so let's go ahead in here. I'm just going to grab some flooring here because at least this part I can do and it looks decent. Do I want to go in? Like, these are all there already. Do I want to just outfit the rest of this area? I think I might. Okay, I'm cool with that. And essentially what I'm thinking is just making... Well, we have a couple options. We can make another alternate cell block over here. And then that yard can be somewhere there. Or I can try to make some super thing. Or just continue this out. But I think we're going to need to have some type of pathway. Like, I like this main hallway. I think it's useful. But we're going to have it branch out and up, I think. Because this I'd like to bring in over here eventually and loop that all in. And then we could expand that yard out, maybe add some more workshops. Maybe, I don't know. There's so much stuff that we can do here. It's kind of unnecessary in the way that we can approach it. But let's go in here and build out a new foundation. So we have 1, 2, 2, 3. So there we go. That's all going to be here and come down like so. And then we'll be able to put that other one in at some point here in the near future. We'll put in a staff door there just for funsies. Oh, and I probably should put some lights. Look at this dark little cottage area. I don't like it at all. All right, so let's go in here. Do objects. Throw in some light bulbs. Bam. Bam and bam. And what I talked about something for that area, but I have no memory of what it was. I think I might expand this out and just make that more gym. I think that sounds like the best plan right now. So we're going to do a concrete wall here. We're going to move this door up there. Walls and doors, we're going to demolish. I was going to say my goodness, I can't talk. I wanted to dismantle, but I kept combining demolish and dismantle into one word. All right, so flooring here. I don't remember what floor it is. I don't know. Let's just do that. And then our mosaic floor needs to go back in here like so. Gym is just going to expand out a little more. Now let's see, do we have any other objects we can throw into that gym? Another training dummy or two? Sure. Treadmills? Heck yeah. A boxing ring? That sounds awesome. Okay, that's a future us goal. Anything else? No, I think that all fits. And then we just need to make sure these guys have some power. Cool. Oh, we already had treadmills over there. I didn't even realize that. But now we have 5 and 5. Okay, that works. So do another dumbbell rack up here. No, we're just going to leave it as it's fine. Then we're going to do that as proper flooring for that. And then these guys are getting regular floors. And now I feel a lot better about all of that stuff. And it looks like we did our other thing. I'm assuming these other hidden ones are just going to be expand the cell blocks out even more. What we should... Did we fully research Death Row? We're 35 minutes away from it. Cycling incentive. We have to pay $2,500, but we get $10 back for every bag. We're offshore tax haven. Save a total of $3,000 per $10,000 of daily profit. So we've saved, right now we're making, so we've saved about $4,000-ish a day. That's going to take a long time to make up, but it's only not be that bad of a deal. What's execution liability? Reduction in required strength of conviction before. No. Legal prep. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that one either. All right, so let's go in here, demolish these walls. We're going to dismantle that door. Let's do a quick tunnel search here. I always have to remember, like, we have a lot of other places that they're looking for them, and I don't always understand what those are, but that's okay. We'll add back in our trees here. Ooh, see, we found a hacksaw. And then we're just going to dismantle and get rid of those. Ooh, we did find a tunnel. See that? Oh, we found multiple tunnels. Nice. If we already made it to prison, we've made some bad decisions. Not everybody who's gone to prison makes bad decisions, but definitely trying to tunnel out of said prison is a decidedly bad decision. I just want to take a look here real fast and just go into logistics and utilities. It's always through the toilet. Always. All right, we already have those ones identified. This is taking a second. I'm going to do the recycling incentive, because why not? Doesn't really matter. All right, flooring wise, we'll do our nice little mosaic floors. Ba-bam. Still finding stuff. And we did research death row, right? So I just want to take a look. So we have the electric chair. Is there a room for that? Let's see. I don't think I've ever built one. Yeah, there's an execution room. Where you send your prisoners to die. It's brutal. I mean, it's what it is, but it sounds kind of harsh. All right. So I'm going to close the prison right now. So we're going to close all of that. I want to make copies of this one and make them down here. So we're going to go into quick builds, custom, and clone. And then instead of doing that, I want to copy this whole bad boy. 1, 2. So that's 1. One, two. Yep. Okay. For whatever reason, it didn't look like I had the right number there. And eventually we'll add on the rest of this spot here. But I'm going to get those 5 in there. I may move the mess hall down here potentially. I don't know. Or we might have another mess hall up here. Or I may get rid of this office and make this a main thoroughfare to get back up through this area. That might not be a bad idea too. We'll see. I don't know. I'm undecided. So we get our trees here, plant it back in place. There we go, and we'll just keep that cycle going. I wish I could rearrange where the roads were. I know we can like buy more land all around this. We can go left, down, right, whatever. But I don't know. I don't feel the need to do that too much. This one, we get a $10,000 advance bonus and 20,000 bucks in our pocket. I think we're going to be able to afford all of that without having to do anything. We'll see if that's the case, but I think we'll be able to swing that. And then eventually I just want to surround this with perimeter walls so that nobody escapes or does anything dumb. And then we'll be in real good shape, I think. We'll find out for sure here shortly. Yeah, I know we could add a whole lot of money if we did. I don't know what the needs are of that, but I also don't want to really do that. I do want to add on some more super capacitor things or whatever max capacity ones. Yeah, bam, bam, bam. That's $6,000 out of the table there, but that's okay. No, I don't want to sell those. I want you to use. No. Well, that was disappointing. All right, but I'm happy with this. We have a space that everybody's doing their thing. Got some drink machines, a water cooler. Let me move this guy up there. All right. I'm pretty happy with our overall setup here. Obviously, there's things we could change and do and be better with, but I'm really happy with where we're at with the state of our prison and how it looks overall right now. I definitely want to experiment with some more things, but I'm overall more than happy with where I traditionally am at this point in the game. So there are some options. We could go in and start adding perimeter walls. Like I could just start boxing this whole area out here. But you can see, like that's $4,000. Somehow we're only down to $8. Oh, it's because I... Look at all the beds coming. All right, so we may take that advanced copy here, but we'll see. Because I want to see this thing get opened up too. But you can see we have tons of materials on the way. So what's all that? Those are all toilets, more toilets, more toilets, more toilets. Hey, guess what? Toilets and jail doors and beds and toilets and toilets. All of the toilets for us. Hooray. It just makes me laugh. There's so much of this game that just cracks me up for no good reason. And a train of toilets and door beds just, I don't know why, but it makes me laugh. So eventually what I think we're going to do here, we'll build out those walls all the way around. And I don't know if I'll film this or not. I might just play it for funsies. But I want to make this pathway here, go over here, and then come back up into here. And then maybe that kitchen area can be up here. We can have a secondary kitchen over here. And then, I don't know. We have to see what the goals that we have to meet still are. We have $2 to our name right now, but we're making $17,000 a day. So hopefully tomorrow is going to bring us a better day. While we're doing that, I should just intake and fill capacity. No, closed. We do not have 111 capacity. Even though it's showing that we have stuff right now, they're not actually active yet, so we're not going to do any of that. We're going to just let our numbers dwindle a little bit, and we'll be okay. I may put in another table here, too. I don't have enough money for a $100 table. There it is. I have enough money for a $100 table. Heck yes. What do the small tables cost? 50 bucks. Okay. Big table's a much better deal. And that one's going to go up there eventually once we get some monies. There we go. All right. These are... Oh, nope. Our train is still continuing. We got lights. What else we got? Windows. Windows and lights. Lights and windows. Windows and a table. I got there quick. Lights. 4 days. Yeah, I know my prison only has $14 in the bank. That's okay. We'll be all right. I suppose what I could do is just make those staff-only areas the whole thing here, and that would solve that problem, but I'm going to let it go. And we'll be fine. We're $1,000 in the hole, so I'm just going to take that grant because that's what we're building for. So might as well get out of the red and back into the black and work on completing this small little task here. But the gym's seeing a lot more usage now. It's a little bigger. Like, it's filthy, but it's seeing more usage, which is good. And we'll see how all of this goes. This also is going to need to have something out here to close this area off. Probably build some other fence up here with maybe a staff opening or something, but we need to have something else there and we'll be in good shape. So we're up to 159 beds already. Just crazy to think of. So that's 100. 120, 130, or 140, 160 once it's done. So that will be a really good helping of stuff. And I'm going to demolish these doors and or fence areas here because they're not necessary. We got all of that. What'd you do? Indie video game piracy. I love dumb stuff like that just makes the things work. Alright, we're still outfitting the rest of this space here. It looks like we're almost done with... never mind, I lied. We're not almost done with it. Hopefully we'll be done with it soon. I think part of the problem too is we just have a very small area. We've got some eggs, some ingredients, a TV, lots of TVs. Some more ingredients, more ingredients. Okay. And look, we're back up. We are making money. We're above the 10,000. So even though we borrowed money, we're above what we started with there, and we got all of that going. Trees. We'll dismantle 2 of those and see if they will all fit on that. There they are, baby. Look at that. It's gorgeous. All right. So I need to add on more foundational work here. So let's add a quick wall here with a staff door, which I know we have a staff door, and I know we can build walls. Basically, I want to make sure when we build this, because I want to open up this wall, we don't want any of our prisoners to escape. So there we go. Do that. And that. We don't have enough money for that part yet, but we're getting there real soon. And I pretty easily could probably, once I outfit this with, like, you know, all the things that are necessary to make it work, like water and electricity, but I probably could outfit that whole area and just put a fence here and then just have them forced to open up that way. But I don't want to do that. Let's do a tunnel search. Make sure that none of the knuckleheads, particularly in this area, continue to be knuckleheads. Then once we have that problem solved, I think we're probably going to call it a day, because I'm really happy with where we're at, and we have all of the things we need to have here. The prison is looking really good, and I don't see much more that I really want to do. There's things we could do, but as far as want to do, I don't think there's a lot on my plate there. The only thing I'm upset about is I missed this by 1. So we have a spacing of 2. This one only has a spacing of 1, and it's going to bother me severely. For those of you with the OCD tendencies as I tend to have, I apologize. This hurts my brain. Looking at it is making me more and more and more aggravated. But folks, thanks for joining me. I think it's going to wrap us up for Prison Architect. Unless there's more that you want to see, let me know. But I'm going to plan on stopping here. I'm going to keep playing, but I'm going to stop recording because sometimes I just want to play and not have to talk, especially as it's getting late in the night here and I'm ready for bed. But folks, thanks for joining me as always, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.